Hello everybody, it's Mickey here. Mickey's 1 Minute Munchie, don't want to spend too long. Interesting announcement we saw yesterday and today. One of the big Linux providers, SuSe, announced they were exiting the Openstack marketplace. It's an interesting move, but actually it does make sense. I mean, one of the things that we've been seeing is customers have actually started looking at mobility of their applications in a different way, and certainly what we're trying to drive to the market is, decoupling your compute power from your application delivery. So certainly something that Oracle's really focused on is how do you actually use containers and Kubernetes to actually mobilize your applications, and how do you actually get to, does it matter whether you're running in a cloud? Does it matter whether you're running on servers? Does it matter whether you're running on VMs? And I think the whole container movement is driving, I guess, the decline in virtualization technologies as the preferred way of actually consolidating and creating mobility in your applications. So really, I wanted to reach out and say what's happening with SuSe in terms of them moving away from Openstack is really a reflection of where the market's moving. And Oracle's way ahead of the game, and what we would like you to consider is, when picking a vendor for your containers or your Kubernetes strategy, it's not just about that, it's about how do you drive towards microservices and the tools you need to do that. And where Oracle really excels is being a pure open source player. What many of you don't or may not know is all of Oracle's technologies around containers, Kubernetes, and what you'd consider cloud-native applications are all pure play open source. We don't modify it, we don't change it, we don't put any incremental IP around it and sell it as proprietary. We actually take the open source products, and that's really important. Why is it important? Because the cash burn in these DevOps types projects, the developing of applications for cloud native deployments, can be really, really high. And if you run out of cash 1 year, 2 years into your project, and you're unable to continue to pay for subscriptions in some of the cloud providers out there for the same tools, or some of the hybrid tool providers out there, then if you stop paying, they can just switch you off and you can't use their tools because they've made it proprietary. Oracle's taken a different approach, and it may be surprising for you all to know that by offering support around pure open source tools as they come out of the open community, it means if you run out of cash, if you switch off the support from Oracle, you can still continue the project because you can still have the tools, and that's important. So good timing. It's not a bad thing that they're moving away from Openstack. Makes sense. It's aligning where the market's going, particularly around containers, Kubernetes. But what I would say, before you pick your next vendor for these types of application tools or application delivery tools, really consider what it's going to cost you over the next 5 to 10 years. I say to you, the Oracle Linux software stack around cloud native tools and DevOps is the most cost efficient and can save you lots of cash, hard cash dollars. This is Mickey, 1 Minute Munchie, over and out. Thanks.